We're going to take a look at one of the least expensive thermal monoculars on the market at $499. This is the AGM Asp Micro TM160 review right now. All right, y'all, welcome back again this week. This is Hans. So we've got another week. We've got another thermal review. This is the AGM Asp Micro TM160. So you may have heard about this. We talked about it a lot at the SHOT Show 2020. The $499 thermal monocular, one of the least expensive that you will find on the market. We've already done the full review over on the Late Night Vision Show podcast. If you want to check that out, it's a show that we do, Jason and I, over at Outdoor Legacy Gear. Do that on a weekly basis. We do all reviews of the latest and greatest in the night vision thermal market, and this is one that we've already done. So if you want a longer review, you can go check that one out. On this review today, we've got actual thermal video through the scope. So again, the AGM Asp Micro TM160, $499. So I want to tell you all the good things about it, what you can expect, some of the things that you may not know about it, and also who this is going to be good for and who it's not going to be good for. And you're going to get to see all the thermal video here, right here on this channel, on this video. So thank you for joining me again this week. So this TM160, it's all about, and we said this a lot, managing your expectations. So if you thought that you were going to luck out and get a $499 thermal monocular with the quality of a $3,000 thermal monocular, this is not that monocular. But that's okay. It's going to be good for some people, and some people, they're not going to have any use for it. So with that being said, let's run through the specs. We'll show you the video. We'll show you what is good about it and who it's going to be good for, and maybe some things that could be changed. But I'm going to tell you, for $499, it's hard to find a better deal out there on the market. For the people that it's right for, you're going to love it. Like I said, there's going to be people that are out there trying to find a deal. This isn't probably going to be the monocular for you, but that's okay because it's going to be a good monocular for a lot of people out there. So the specs, this is a 160 resolution monocular. Starts at 1 power, goes up to 4 power. Every time, as you know, with thermal monoculars, thermal scopes, any thermal optic, every time you magnify the image, you're cutting the resolution in half. So when you go from 1 power at the base up to 2 power, it goes down to 80 resolution. When you go from 2 power to 4 power, it drops down to 40 resolution. So every time you bump it up, you're going to lose picture clarity and quality. But the base magnification, 1 power, and it's 160 resolutions at 1 power. It's got multiple color palettes. I don't know how you feel about them. They don't do much for me. They're cool to look at sometimes, but I don't use them very much. But hey, it's got it in there. It does have an internal rechargeable battery. If you look on the spec sheet through AGM, it's saying it's getting about 7 hours of runtime. I think it's a little generous, but it's still, 4 to 5 hours, I think, is a pretty conservative number that you can expect to get with this. One of the great things about it, for $499, I know I keep saying the price because it's unbelievable. We're finally getting thermal down into more affordable range. This does include an internal video recorder. So if you're wanting to get out there, wanting to record some hunts or just some nature hikes or nature walks, I don't know what y'all do out in the woods, and I don't want to know what y'all do, but it does record video. So that's another good advantage and a little check in the box for the positive sides. What I'm going to say, and I'm running video as I'm talking, so it's cutting in and out. You'll get to see the video. What I really wanted to do was find out who this would be a right fit for. And I think we've rounded out all the specs. I'm pretty sure we have. I don't think there's a USB port right here that you can run an external battery pack off of. That's where you can get your videos off of. It does say that if you look in the specs, it does say that it does have Wi-Fi. Apparently there's an app floating around out there somewhere. I wouldn't suggest that you get on and use it, and it's probably not going to do you any good. You hook it up directly to your computer to get the videos off. It's very easy to do, and won't, save yourself the headache of trying to mess with another app or find another spot on your phone for an app. So this, as far as who this is going to be good for, I'm going to tell you the ranges right now. This is a max 100-yard ID range monocular. For people out there that are trying to get, again, a $3,000 quality monocular for $500, this is not that monocular. But if you are wanting for something, to track animals, if you want something quick to throw in your bag, you can see it's a very small unit. Weighs practically nothing. It's lightweight, fits in your pockets, fits in your bag. If you want something to track animals with, if you hunt like I do around my house and you want to stick a monocular out your front window, which I've done many times over the last several years, and you just want to see if there's something around your house in your yard, it's a perfect monocular. Again, ID range is going to be about 100 yards. Really, the prime range for this is between that 50 and 100 yard mark. Once you get over 100 yards, it gets a lot tougher. I don't think over 100 yards you're going to be able to really distinguish if you're looking at a coyote or a domestic dog, or if you're looking at a hog or a deer. It's going to get tough. Now, some of you may be able to ID a little bit further than that, but I'm just, for conservative sake, and just to, so you're not get disappointed if you get it, it's a 100-yard monocular. So if you're looking for something that all you want to see and all you want to ID at is 100 yards, $500. It's not, it's a great option for you. If you hunt right now with a night vision scope and you need something that you don't want to break the bank with, you're not ready to step up into $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 for a monocular, but you definitely wanted to get into thermal, this may be an option for you where you can do quick scans left to right, not having to hold up your night vision scope with your big IR light on the front that weighs about the whole rig weighs about 15 pounds. If you want something quick and easy that you can see if there's something, close by in the woods, on the edge of the woods, if you're just trying to look out into a field, if you got a small field around you want to see if there's any hogs out there. You will be able to see, your detection range is going to be, probably double your ID range. So I would say your detection range is probably about 300 yards or so, maybe 400 yards. But all you're going to see is whatever color palette you have it on. You're going to see a white dot or a black dot. You're not going to be able to tell much of what it is. A lot of that is it's a lower resolution monocular, 160 resolution. And also it's a 1 power base magnification. And those are the reason why. This is not meant to replace any of the higher priced monoculars. This is something that, somebody, it's going to be a right fit. And I keep saying it's going to be a right fit for somebody because it is. There's a lot of people out there that have already bought this monocular. It's already very popular. And there's going to be even more people as time goes on that gets this monocular and they love it. So, I say that with all this, make sure that when you are looking for the monocular that you want, that you take in consideration what you're going to be using it for, what applications you're going to be using it for, and exactly what you need. So if this fits in your budget and it fits into your hunting style, I think it's a very good choice. AGM, a company that is fairly new. We've met with those guys over at SHOT Show in Vegas last year, or actually this year. Good bunch of guys. They really want to produce, and they're, very focused on producing very good quality thermal gear. And they come and they talk to Jason and I over at Outdoor Legacy all the time about ways to improve and get better. And they want to have optics that people are going to be excited and proud to use. So they've got that going for them. They have the drive and the desire to do so. Looking at the video that you saw, we saw some deer at 50 yards. We saw some deer at 80 yards. We saw 2 deer fighting. One got knocked on its can, which was kind of funny. The walkout video where a buddy of mine, Patrick, started out at 50 yards, went out to 200 yards. That gives you a good sense of what you can expect. I think the video is pretty comparable to what you see through the scope. Might be a little bit better on the video, but just because it's enlarged, but it's pretty accurate to what you're going to see. So what I like about this, obviously the price, $499. It's going to be a great fit for a lot of people. There's going to be some people out there that it's not the right fit for. That doesn't mean because it does not fit your application, because it doesn't fit what you're trying to do or what you're trying to get, doesn't mean it's a bad monocular. So before you, thumbs down it or whatever, or say something in the comments about, it doesn't look as great as you would like it to look. Well, it's not a $3,000 monocular, but it is a good product. It works well. It's reliable. $499 is one of the best deals on the market. It's a good fit for a lot of people out there. As far as what I would change, there's not a lot about it that I would change other than, it's got the eyepiece diopter focus right here. It's got there is no objective lens focus. I mean, once you get down into the $400 and $500 price range, they're going to have to try to save money somewhere. It's got all your buttons that you need on top. I think it's pretty easy to use layout. No concerns there with the menu or functionality of the unit itself. Jason and I don't get very excited about internal batteries, but you can run an external battery pack off this, a cheap external battery pack, you can get them for $30, a good one for $30, plug right into the bottom of this. You can run and have extended battery life. So, other than that, it would be great if it had the quality of something, in the $4,000 range, but you just can't expect it for something for $500. But if you need something just to get you out in the field, to get you in the thermal game, to be able to see and identify at 100 yards, maybe see, 200 to 300 and ID closer, this is not a bad investment. If you're night vision hunting and you're wanting to get into the thermal game for the first time, this is not a bad investment. If you, and if I keep saying it, if you are hoping that this is the lucky leprechaun pot of gold under the rainbow and you just found the best deal in the world because you're going to get a $3,000 monocular for $500, this isn't the monocular for you, but that's okay. It doesn't mean it's a bad unit. So, any other bad things or things that I would like to change, I really can't say anything else because my expectations match what the product is. If I was expecting it to be more at $500, I would be disappointed, but I'm not. I know exactly what it is. So thank y'all for joining us again. This has been the full review of the AGM Micro Asp TM160. It is a great fit for a lot of people out there. For a lot of people, you're just going to need to move right on along and look for something else that meets what you need it to meet. The good thing about AGM, they've got a lot of products, a lot of different thermal monoculars to choose from. If this doesn't meet or do what it needs you to do, they've got the TM384, which is a higher resolution micro asp binocular that we're going to be reviewing here very soon. They've got the TM25, they've got the TM35, which are a little bit bigger thermal monoculars, but much better picture quality and more resolution. So they got a lot to choose from. This is their entry level thermal. Thank y'all for put something out there just so some people can get into thermal. So we appreciate that. But thank y'all for joining me again this week. This has been another episode and review on the HansETX YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please check out the Late Night Vision Show on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere you can get podcasts. Check out that show we do on a weekly basis. If you're looking to buy night vision or thermal optics, please give my buddy Jason a call at Outdoor Legacy. It's 877-350-1818. You can find the website outdoorlegacygear.com. We're filming this video right now in the beginning of July 2020. If I get that right, 2020. These are in stock. Now, if you're looking at this video a year from now, 6 months from now, hop on the website, see if they're in stock. But right now they are in stock. You can pick one up, throw it in your bag. It's a good little unit. So we will see y'all next week. We got more hunting. We've got some new things coming out, new reviews. Always talked about some of the AGM reviews we're going to be doing, but we've got a lot more to come. Next video is going to be more hog and predator hunting with the old Pulsar Thermion XP50. Y'all take care. Stay safe in the fields. We'll see y'all next time. Keep making the bacon pancakes.
Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so by just clicking on the HansETX logo right below me. Also, the Late Night Vision Show podcast. To subscribe to that YouTube channel, just hit this logo right here to the left. And to watch related videos, you can hit right down there in the corner. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking, and keep making them bacon pancakes.